Hey Guardians, the beta of Destiny 2 has started and there are tons of new weapons in the game right now. And in this video I will be showing you all the weapons that you start with in the beta. The way how weapons work in Destiny 2 has been slightly changed. As you might know, primary weapons are now called kinetic weapons, and the special weapon slot has been replaced with an energy weapon which deals an elemental damage. And all of the one-hit kill potential weapons like fusion rifles, snipers and shotguns have now been moved to the heavy weapon slot, which is now called power weapons. Other than that, all of the guns now have fixed weapon perks. If you get a Better Devil's gun dropped, it will have the same perks as any other Better Devil's hand cannon. The guns only differ with each other in their so-called intrinsic perks. And intrinsic perks are perks that adds a bit of character to each gun. Intrinsic perks we have seen so far are, for example, adaptive, well-rounded, reliable and sturdy, lightweight, superb handling, move faster with this weapon equipped, high impact, long range, slow firing and high damage, aggressive, high damage, high recoil, precision, recoil pattern is more vertical, Hakke precision, fires small auto-tracking missiles, rapid fire, deeper ammo reserves, slightly faster reload when magazine is empty, Veist rapid fire, full auto, deeper ammo reserves, slightly faster reload when magazine is empty. This definitely adds character to a gun and I'm looking forward to see which intrinsic perk works the best with each weapon. Next to intrinsic perks you also have weapon mods at the bottom to add a bit of flavor to your gun. The right mod is a shader option for your gun and the left mod is the weapon mod. Unfortunately, we don't have any information yet on how the weapon mods work, but I will keep you up to date about that as soon as I receive any new information about this. There will also be a third mod available where you can change the elemental damage of your gun if it is an energy weapon. The way how guns are shown in Destiny 2 is very familiar with Destiny 1. Obviously you have the weapon name up top and the weapon type underneath that, followed by any level requirement to use the gun and then the weapon description. Nothing has changed that much with the weapon stats, we still have impact, range, stability, handling, reload and a magazine size. There is a new stat rounds per minute that is now displayed as well. So now we have covered the basic mechanics of the weapon system, let's have a look at all the weapons that you start with in this beta. In the kinetic slot we have the Scatlock, which is an auto rifle in the 600 rounds per minute archetype. It has 3 different scopes and 2 perks from the middle column to choose from, and I got this with the adaptive intrinsic perk. The next one up is the Better Devil's hand cannon, which comes with the familiar sights fast draw, steady hand and sure shot. It got extended and drop mag, where your reload is greatly increased, however you will lose the bullets that were still in your mag upon reload. And it has explosive payload, which is basically explosive rounds from Destiny 1. As for submachine guns, we have the Showrunner. This is the kinetic version, and we also have an elemental submachine gun, the Red Mamba, which also sits in a 900 rounds per minute archetype. Other weapons in the energy slot are the Black Scorpion Scout Rifle. This is a weapon from the new foundry Veist, and it looks like that each foundry will have their own unique intrinsic perk. This one has Veist rapid fire, which shoots full auto, and it has deeper ammo reserves and it reloads slightly faster when the mag is empty. Definitely an interesting perk. I'm always a fan of full auto scouts, so I cannot wait to try this one out in the Crucible. The last weapon in the energy slot is the Urchin Sidearm. This is also from the Veist foundry, but as you can see we don't have a Veist specific intrinsic perk here. It has the generic lightweight intrinsic perk instead, so this is definitely odd. So it seems like the foundry specific perks are not guaranteed on a foundry weapon. I'm sure we will know more about this as more and more weapons will be dropped throughout the game. And in the power weapon slot we have the Sniper Copperhead. This one is interesting with the rapid fire intrinsic perk, which seems to boost the mag size to 7. In Destiny 1, snipers with a high mag size tend to be low impact snipers. We can't really tell from the impact stat whether this is a high, mid or low impact sniper, but it is definitely interesting that you can have 7 rounds in the mag. If this is a high impact sniper, then it definitely has great potential to be a good PvE sniper. Especially when you pair this up with Flag Magwell for that increase in reload speed. The other power weapon that is readily available is the Hakke Acantha-D grenade launcher. So those are all the weapons that you start off with in the beta. Once you start the mission, you will be guaranteed with the Sunshot exotic hand cannon. This is basically a mini solar Fatebringer as it has explosive rounds called Sunburn, and the enemies that you kill will explode as well. But unlike the Fatebringer, the Sunshot does not have a quick reload. In the background I will show you again all of the weapons that is readily available when you start the beta. You can find a detailed description as well of all the perks on each gun. There are 2 more exotics, the Sweet Business and Risk Runner, that you can earn, and in total there are over 20 legendary weapons that you can find in this beta by playing the different activities. I played a match of Control, and at the end of the match I received an Omolon, Submachine Gun, the Phosphorus MG4, so definitely keep on playing the beta if you want to see more legendary weapons, but these are all the weapons that is readily available when you start the game. Hopefully this gives you a better understanding of the different guns in the game so far. Let me know in the comments below how your beta experience have been so far and which gun you like the most. I will put up a video soon with my thoughts on how the gun performs and which are the best so far. So subscribe to stay up to date on that. If you would like to see more, then click on the recommended video or watch my latest video, which you can find in the end screen. And as always, I will see you in the next video, Guardians.